I enjoyed some parts of the book, but I didn't enjoy the book. It's supposed to be like a mystery suspense thriller, but it wasn't giving either genre. Ta-da! Y'all, I love the Empyrean series. Yo, I'm absolutely enjoying this. I'm speechless right now, and I know some people probably like, that book is not that good, but like, I actually enjoy like reading this. Like,
a thrill spreads through me like new sunshine. Hi, you don't know me, but I'm Yara Gibson, daughter of two old friends of yours, Robert and Barbara Gibson. A pause. How did you get my number? Alicia Campbell gave it to me. She didn't know if you were still using it. Looks like you are. Yay. I just want to be left alone, Liz texts. The energy I'm getting from Elizabeth Marsh is not one of excitement. It's more annoyance, irritation. I take a deep breath and my lungs resist. The inhaler, I forgot to take it out of Shane's bag. I reach for my inhaler on the nightstand. 20 puffs left. I leave it on the nightstand since I can breathe okay for now. Felicia and I haven't spoken in years, Liz texts. She's a liar. She's a cheater. She's bad news. I should have kicked Felicia to the curb and stayed friends with B. Didn't you and my dad date? Yes, I did date Rob, but I lost. I wish them the best. Does she still love Robert Gibson? Does she still think about him? They've been together for a long time now, Liz texts.
hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I know this is a little unusual, but I literally just got off work. So I am actually on my way to, I'm gonna stop at the TJ Maxx down the street from my job because I actually want to see what kind of books they have, like they have any other kind of books than the one that was by my house. So I'm going to try my best this week to do what I read in a week. I cannot say that I'm going to be recording like every day, but I'm going to try to like record every day of what I'm reading this week. So yesterday I started We Lie Here by Rachel Housel Hall, and if you don't know anything about her, she is a mystery suspense thriller writer, and y'all know that I love thrillers. That is my preferred genre. I hope whatever's going on there okay. That is my preferred genre because I love thrillers. I love the suspense, mysteries, murders, and all of that. And this year I have completely been dabbling in romance and fantasy. Fantasy I have to get used to. Like romance, that has found a small place in my heart. So I've been reading a little bit of Kennedy Ryan, Jacques Auger, who else? Nina High, Danielle Allen. So those are some of the people that I've been like reading very, very heavily. So right now I am reading, like I said, We Live Here by Rachel Housel Hall. And this particular book is very, very slow. So just a little synopsis. A girl named Yara has come back home to, I think, is it California? Los Angeles, California. Okay, so the setting takes place in California. So Yara lives in LA. She's like a celebrity writer for this reality TV show. So she comes back home to give her parents like a anniversary celebration or like a wedding celebration because they've been married over like 20 years. So when she returns back to when she goes back to where her parents live, I think they live in Palmdale. So when she returns, she gets an anonymous text message from someone saying, basically letting her know, I have some information that'll change your life. And at first, Yara is like, I don't know who this is. Leave me alone. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Then it turns out that the person that was texting her anonymously was actually her cousin Felicia. And then the next day, after her cousin Felicia says to meet her, I think like in like a specific place, like her mother's favorite place, she decides she didn't want to meet her, and then she ends up dead. So now Yara is basically trying to figure out or put the pieces together of what Felicia meant by the information that she had to tell her would actually change her life. So this particular book is really, really slow. I actually switched to the audiobook. I read 50% of the book physically, and I've switched to the audiobook because the physical book y'all, when I say the book is giving slow, it's so slow. The plot is building up so slow because there is so much conversation going on within the book. There is a lot of internal dialogue, and there's a lot of dialogue between other people. And I really find that this particular book is just building the foundation of like what's to come. It's almost like this book is supposed to be a duology. And it's just a lot of character building. So basically, Yara is finding out all these secrets about her family and Felicia and her aunt Felicia. And then there's also multiple people being brought into the story, like someone named Liz and someone named Elizabeth. And it's just all these pieces that Yara is like trying to put together to really understand what Felicia meant. Y'all, this book is so boring, and I'm just gonna be very, very, very honest. This book is so boring. I literally have like an hour and 30 minutes left of the book. I'm on chapter 50. The book is only like 394 pages. Y'all, I had to switch to the audiobook because it's literally like I'm just reading senseless dialogue between the mother, the father. So now they're bringing her father in it, and the sister's trying to find out if the father has had like an affair, and what do these other women have to do with her dad. And y'all, I'm just like, it's just, you know how you're sitting in a meeting that could have been an email? It's literally like, it's just, everyone's just talking. Like, she's just basically finding out all this information, but the information is giving insignificant. So the book is like really slow. To be honest, if someone would ask me right now, after I'm like 80% into the book, would I recommend this book? Absolutely not. This book is too slow for me. I'm definitely going to finish it today because I'm going to finish listening to the audio. I don't want to drag this book out because these are the type of books that put me in a reading slump, and I don't want to DNF it because the book does have some really, I'm trying to figure out the word to say. The book, I mean, it does have some really good details in the book, but it seems like the author is really just rambling. Like, it's a lot of fluff, put it like that. It's just a lot of fluff, and I particularly don't really like that, but I really do love like the regular conversations that the family is having. It's almost like you're just talking to friends, and the conversations that the family is having, you know, it resonates with me because it's conversation that you would have just with family, period. But I am going to finish this today because I don't want to prolong this book at all. Absolutely not. I want to go ahead and finish it so I can start on something else. And hopefully, if I can finish this today, I need to update my reading journal, and I want to like choose another book because this book is like, it's so slow. I don't like slow thrillers. Like, I understand medium to fast-paced thrillers, but I don't like slow thrillers to where we're 80% in the book and nothing has absolutely happened. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened at all. But anyway, so I am going to stop by TJ Maxx and then see what they have. And then if they have something good, to be honest with y'all, I'm just gonna buy it, okay? We don't do book buying bans over here. We just spend in moderation. But anyway, so I will just see y'all when I get to TJ Maxx. Ooh, these are cute. They ain't bad. Okay, so they got some books. So they have this one. The TJ Maxx by me had like the spray edges special edition. So pretty much have the same books. Oh, I might need to get this because I don't have this one. I have Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. So see, here's Iron Flame. So 14 is not bad because it was $17 in books a million. But I'm probably not gonna get that today. So then they have, y'all know I don't do hardcovers. Pumpkin Spice Cafe, so they have that. They're pretty much trying to Frankenstein, Dracula, Malibu Rising, $7.99. That's not bad. Someone on my channel told me they read this and it was like a 5-star read for them. Horror story collection. It says, trying to see, oh, here, oh. Sleepy Hollow, Frankenstein, Dracula. And then looks like they have some down here. And I think that's it. I didn't see anything else. So good morning everyone. So today is Tuesday. And I literally did finish We Lie Here by Rachel Housett Hall. I finished it last night. However, I am going to say, like, I enjoyed some parts of the book, but I didn't enjoy the book. It's supposed to be like a mystery suspense thriller, but it wasn't giving either genre. But it wasn't giving like either. It wasn't giving either element of the book. It basically, to me, I kind of felt like it was nothing but a book filled with family secrets and dysfunction. And that's how her interaction was, Yara's interaction was with her family. And it was just basically like a dysfunctional family all the way around, all to the aunts, cousins, uncles, dad. It was a lot of family secrets between even the mom, the dad, the siblings. I kind of actually was disappointed because I really wanted to love the book, but I didn't. It wasn't anything thrilling about the book at all. It was the plot and the ending was very predictable because midway through the book, I already had figured out who killed the aunt. I already had figured out who unalived Felicia. Like, I literally figured it out. And I figured it out because of the way that the person was acting. And I mean, the details that the author was dropping kind of hinted like, this is this person. So really, it was just really predictable. I didn't like it because it really wasn't like a mystery thriller. It was just like a book just filled with Yara learning secrets about her family that she didn't know. And the biggest secret came at the ending when I kind of figured out like 75% of the book, that what she figured out in the end, I kind of figured that's what it was, because she was treated a lot differently with her mother per se in the book. So I can definitely tell sometimes when sometimes you can always tell things about parents and children when they treat certain children differently. But anyway, so I am moving on to the next book, which is, yeah, I'm trying to hold my phone. Ta-da! Y'all, I love this Empyrean series. I absolutely love this series. So I'm going to be reading this on my break today at work. I'm probably not gonna like eat a lunch because I don't know, like I've been having issues like with my thyroid, which this is not the channel for that, I know, but I don't know, it's just like, y'all probably can't see, but like I've had like this lump on my thyroid. I've had an ultrasound done and they just said this like fatty tissue on my thyroid, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like, it's like sitting on a nerve or something. So it's kind of making me like not want to eat and swallow. But anyway, yeah, life. It's been one thing after another. But so I'm going to be starting this, and this is actually one adult fantasy book that I actually really enjoy reading. So with this, I listen to like the graphic audio version because I absolutely love the graphic audio version. It sounds like a movie in your mind, like it really does. So I'm going to be starting this on my break, but right now I'm about to get to work because it's like 8:30. I usually get to work early, but it's like 8:30, so I'll see y'all when I start reading.
Graphic Audio presents The Empyrean, Book 3, Onyx Storm, Part 1 of 2, by Rebecca Yaros, narrated by Kaya Freites and a full cast.
He'll be arrested, and likely executed. According to the texts I've read, they'll fade at this phase. But until they do, what could possibly be important enough for him to risk being seen? The only logical answer sends a chill up my spine that has nothing to do with the cold stone of the corridor seeping in through my socks. There hadn't been time for boots, or even my armor after the click of the closing door woke me from a restless sleep.
Neither of them answered.
I yanked the door to the enclosed bridge as its counterpart on the far end snicks shut. Was that him? Once again, and Darna's voice fills my mind.
Sakil is still incensed, and Terrence feels both rage and sorrow.
I'm too late to save Mom, but I'll be damned if I let Zayden get himself killed.
You can grieve.
And Darna reminds me as I pull open the door to the healer quadrant and enter the crowded hall. Wounded in every color of uniform line the sides of the stone tunnel, and healers dart in and out of the infirmary doors. If I wallow in every loss, that's all I'll ever have time for. I've learned that lesson well over the past 18 months. Passing a set of clearly intoxicated infantry cadets, I cut through what's become an expanding sickbay, searching for a blur of darkness. This part of the quadrant didn't sustain any damage. On the left speaks up.
We're under orders from Milgren not to allow anyone down these steps.
Tell me, if the man directly responsible for your mother's death was a flight of stairs away, what would you do?
Orders.
He's behind a locked door. I'm asking you to look the other way for 5 minutes, not give me the key. My gaze darts poignantly to the key ring hanging on his bloodstained belt. If it had been your mother, and she'd secured the kingdom's entire defense system with her life, I promise I'd afford you the same courtesy. He ensured our safety and risked exposure to sit at my side for hours. He channeled from the earth once. Surely we can repair wherever his soul may have cracked. It's the most I'm willing to admit. I already know what Taryn thinks, and the possibility of fighting both of you is exhausting, so please, for the love of Amari, be on my side. The bond directly between us shimmers. Already? Really? I pause on the stair, slaying my hand on the wall.
So today is Wednesday, and I am actually, let's see, I got to 170 pages yesterday. I did read a little bit this morning because I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. So if you have not read Iron Flame or the Empyrean series, or if you've not read at least Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, you're definitely going to be confused with my video because it's a trilogy. So this is actually the last book in the Empyrean series. So I'm absolutely loving the relationship between Violet and Xaden. Like I have since like the first book. So right now, I'm trying not to include any spoilers just in case someone wants to read it. Rebecca Yarros really knows how to write a fantasy. She knows how to incorporate the romance within the book and the action that takes place within the book. She really knows how to keep her audience engaged, which is absolutely why I've been loving this book, because I love how you have those aspects of romance, you have action. And I mean, it is like amazing action when it comes to them fighting against the wyvern and the venom. So there has been some things that Violet discovers from her father, which I'm trying not to like give y'all spoilers, but there's been like a manuscript discovered by from her father that kind of gives her instructions on how, I guess, to find like more Morningstar, like how to find more feather tails like Andarna. So Andarna is actually the other dragon that Violet has bonded to, and she bonded to this dragon in the first book, which is like Fourth Wing. So Andarna is actually wanting to look for other feather tails like her, because clearly Andarna is like a special type of dragon. So also like since basically Xaden, all the ones who left Navarre, they've come back to Navarre because they were in Orisha fighting. And now Dane's Atos' dad, which is Professor Atos, is actually the general of the school now, and he is like not having it. He does not like Violet. He does not like his son. He's disowning his son now. He doesn't like Xaden. And he's really making it hard for them. He doesn't want to basically sign a treaty saying like we're agreeing to work together with Orisha. Also in this book, Xaden has now become a professor at the Besgai War College, which is really, really cool. So now he's getting to teach others how to wield and how to battle and things like that. So y'all, I absolutely love this book. So let me know in the comments if you have read the Empyrean series, if you've read this book, what was your thoughts on it? Like I am trying my best to get to like page 300. So I'm gonna try to read 100 pages and hopefully I don't fall asleep. But I think the most exciting thing for me would be if Violet finds like a cure for those that have become like a venom. So basically a venom is someone who wields their power from the earth, which is very dangerous, because what ends up happening is basically they end up wielding too much power from the earth. And anyone that has read this series know that if you're a writer, you're only supposed to wield your power basically from your dragon. So yeah, I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. at the end of the book, but I am gonna try to read to like page 300 because I really want to finish this book by Friday, because I have to know what's gonna happen. So that's pretty much like what I'm about to do now. And as y'all can see, I do have like my little gray tabs, and I love tabbing. I love page flags. So my page flags are actually gray, of course, because it's the color of the book. But I'm gonna actually go ahead and start reading because the time, I think it might be like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. No, because it might be like 6:30 because I left work at 4. And I left work at 4 because I got to work at 8. So I was like, I have got to get into this Onyx storm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like what? Bro, like what? Yo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am on page 351. So yesterday I did not read any because like I had like my stomach was hurting so bad last night. So I ended up like just looking at YouTube videos and going to sleep. But I told myself I was like, I really want to be finished with this by Saturday. So I'm like, I really have to read. So I started reading a little bit at work, but it's really hard to focus at work because like this particular book or this particular like fantasy read, I really have to be home to like really concentrate because of the like the language that the book uses. I really want to be able to understand like what I'm reading. So basically where I am now is that I really love how the author has brought into the book like some childhood trauma that Zayden basically has experienced since he was a child, and he ended up having to confront someone from his childhood, which can also explain from Fourth Wing like his anger. So now I'm getting to understand a little bit about his character and why he presents with, you know, some animosity towards certain people in his family. And the person that he actually had to confront in this book was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what? And it's really just like, oh my gosh, y'all, like, even though this book is full of like world building, because Violet is having to go to like these different isles, and that's like the name of like, that's pretty much like what they call these different places. It's like the Isle of Deverelli, things like that. So it kind of puts you in the mindset of like the gladiator, and you know, like those Olympian times, like back in the days of like the Greek, basically. So it's like those types of like names, those Greek names and things like that, ancient Greek. And they're having to like travel to these different isles to try to see alliances and to look for so I learned a new word. They kept calling Andarna, which is the feather tail, they kept calling her an irid. So Andarna is able to like breathe fire, and so she's like wanting to look to see if there are more of her. She basically wants to look for her family. And every isle that they have went to, they've faced like a lot of tragedy. They've lost friends. They've had to make a lot of sacrifices. And every time they're looking to seek alliance with one of these isles, it's like they're having to basically test. So it kind of puts you just like I was saying, it kind of puts you like in the mindset of like the Romans and like the gladiators, and how they're having to defeat or fight in order to see alliances. And that's pretty much like how it was back during like those Olympian times. They had to basically like, you got to fight to the death, or you have to fight in order to win our alliance and allegiance and things like that. So they have not been able to safely secure like any alliances. They're basically being told like, no, we don't want to align with you all in order to like assist in protecting Navarre. So Violet has literally been hiding something about Xaden, and she's literally trying to find a cure for what has happened to Xaden. And if you've read Iron Flame, you already know what I'm talking about. So I'm trying not to include any spoilers. So their friend Riddick has actually caught on to, that's what I was just reading. Riddick has actually figured out why Violet is looking for a cure. Oh my gosh, like, yo, like, I am literally on 351, and I'm like, do I want to read one more chapter before bed? Because it's like 9 something. But y'all, it's like she knows, the author knows exactly how to engage us with those unique plot twists. Like, oh my gosh, like, this is so good, y'all. It's just, oh my gosh, cause out of like the world building part and them trying to like seek alliances, it's just like I absolutely love the entertainment. I love the action. I love the subtle romance that she incorporates in the book. Like, I absolutely just love the unique plot twist that she gives. Like, she knows how to engage the audience. Yo, I'm absolutely enjoying this. I'm speechless right now, and I know some people probably like, that book is not that good, but like, I actually enjoy like reading this. Like, I really do. So I'm trying to see if I want to read one more chapter, but I think I'm gonna save a little bit because I have this much left, and it's like how many pages? 527 pages. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is reading in the morning when I get to work, like an hour before I start working tomorrow, because I don't really want my vlog to be like over. Y'all, my vlog is already like 30 minutes, and so I don't know. But anyway, so I'm gonna actually put this up. I'm not gonna read any more tonight. I'm just gonna go look at some reading YouTube videos. And I just want to say to everyone, thank you who all have subscribed to my channel. Thank you, because we have reached 1,000 subscribers. But anyway, so I am going to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all, oh my gosh, so I cannot believe what just happened. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all, some parts of this book is literally like so, it can be like heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time, because Violet literally just did something that she knew would benefit Andarna, but she didn't want to be selfish and she didn't want to have to do this, but she did it anyway. And I think that was like a heartbreaking moment for me. Like, I literally almost shed a tear a little bit, because I'm like, oh no, because Andarna has literally been with Violet since Fourth Wing. So to see that transaction take place and to see that interaction take place between Andarna and Violet, it was like so heartbreaking, because literally like Andarna has literally grown up since Fourth Wing with us. So for anyone who's read the Empyrean series, it's like Andarna's been in literally every book, and she's been a part of Violet. She is Violet's second dragon that has bonded to her, and it's like I've created like this bond even with Andarna. So I'm just kind of like, wow, like, is this really happening? Because even I'm like, is this really happening right now? I'm like, no way. So I'm literally 75 pages from being finished, and I'm just to the point where like I'm finishing today so that I can finish out my vlog. But I'm literally like, I have to get to the end, because I have to see what's going to happen with Andarna. Y'all, I mean, that little transaction just, that broke my heart. It really did, because I'm not like a pet lover, but man, it was just so, it was like powerful at the same time as it was heartbreaking, because I know it hurt Violet to be able to make this decision that she really didn't want to make. But it was like she's showing like her selfless and empathetic side in the book, and I really, really love that. So I really loved how Violet has really stepped up. You can definitely tell she's becoming stronger as a person, number one, and then as a woman that's bonded to Taryn. Like, she's like, y'all, Violet is showing out in this book, okay? Like, she's really showing her strength, and I think I love that for her. Like, I really, really do. Like, I love that for her, because from the Fourth Wing to now, you definitely see like her growth and her maturity in who she is and what she's capable of, and not letting people take advantage of her. So y'all, I absolutely love the character development in this book for Violet. Like, I absolutely do.
To forsake. Segale lowers her head, and steam gusts down the canyon, reminding me of the moment she found me in the forest at threshing. You tell me. I lower the ice and let her in. Her next breath is laced with sulfur, and her eyes widen. You cannot mean to. You saw what happened. It is the only way. She glances over her shoulder. And you think she'll help? She loves me.
Taryn does not, and you haven't looked in a mirror yet. The red veins branching from your eyes look like her lightning.
She'll help. It comes out with a hell of a lot more certainty than I feel. She promised.
Even if she agrees, no one will.
Someone.
Y'all, oh my gosh. No. Absolutely no way this ended like this. Okay. I literally have no words right now. I cannot believe this just ended like this. So I'm assuming, Rebecca, you're coming out with the 4th book, because it is no way this is the last book to the Empyrean series. It is like, no way. After spending 3 whole books with Xaden and Violet, and oh my gosh, like, okay, absolutely not. So I'm assuming there's going to be a 4th book, because I am actually going to read y'all. Y'all gonna have to excuse my hair. Like, the time is 10:02 p.m. and what ended up happening was I ended up falling asleep at like the last 15 pages. So I'm gonna actually just read y'all like the last couple sentences. So, okay. My chest draws tight. How long have I been missing? 12 hours, Brennan answers. Brennan is her brother, Violet's brother. What did you do? My head snaps toward Imogen, and a deep sense of foreboding takes root in my chest. She slowly lifts her gaze to mine. What you asked me to do. No, what you asked me to. I am just as confused. Like, I know what happened. I'm not gonna tell y'all what possibly happened. Like, I know what happened, but like, literally, Rebecca puts a gap in between Violet turning up and like a couple hours. So basically, like, her brother, they're looking for like riders, and then Violet, she just pops up, and she clearly does not know what has happened within the last 12 hours. And if you have already read this, you already know who Imogen is. So Imogen, I think it's Imogen, she basically has the ability to wipe your memory. Oh my gosh, y'all. This book was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I loved every minute of it. So actually, this is a 5-star read. So Fourth Wing was 5-star. Iron Flame was a 5-star. This one is a 5-star. So yeah, so I don't know, it was so good. But anyway, so thank you all for spending the week with me of what I actually read this week. I was really trying to make my video only like 35 minutes, but it has taken me like some time to really process and read this book. I really didn't want to rush it, and I am just like literally like eating up these fantasies. So drop in the comments below if you have any fantasy reads. I did get a recommendation from watching a YouTuber, and she literally recommended a Court of Thorns and Roses. So I actually want to go pick that up from I'm probably gonna pick that up from Walmart, because everybody has Sarah J Maas. Like, it's like she literally has her own wall in Barnes and Noble as well as Books A Million. But anyway, so someone she actually recommended that one on her channel. She said that it was really good. So I would love to like pick that up and just read it and see if like that's something that I would like, because that is a series. I think it's 4 books in the series. But anyway, so just drop in the comments any fantasy reads that you really love, but they have to be really good, y'all. I can't be DNFing books. I hate to DNF books. But anyway, so if you stay to the end of the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Put a boo emoji in the comments. If you don't know what to comment, put a book emoji. If you don't subscribe, you can still leave a comment, put a book emoji in the comment. Until next time, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.